Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
A pleasant evening and a very warm welcome to the National News Broadcast. We are coming to you live from Rupavahini's News Studios. I'm Dilanjali Ananda.
And I am Lakshita Singh. We start off tonight by taking a quick look at the headlines.
No travel ban imposed on Sri Lanka. The US ambassador stresses. Officials detail the president about the government procurement process which meddles in fraud and corruption. Postal voting on the 30th of this month and the 1st and the 4th of November respectively. Sajid reiterates that the program to develop the country is with his party. Namal says certain politicians follow crooked tactics. Yal Devi resumes services to North. Foreign Employment Bureau says that no authority is granted to agencies to issue e-visa. A huge gathering joins the maiden political rally of famous Indian actor Vijay. Now for those and other stories in detail. The United States of America stresses that no travel ban of any caliber has been imposed on Sri Lanka.
At a meeting held in Colombo today, US Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Julie Chung, says that it is fake news that a travel ban has been imposed on Sri Lanka. The USA has only issued an advisory announcement regarding Sri Lanka. She said that this advisory is not only for Sri Lanka but also issued earlier for some countries like France and Italy. The American Embassy recently issued an advisory announcement that a terror attack can be waged targeting several tourism zones in Arugambe area. Later, two more countries focused their attention regarding this matter. Soon after this information was received, the Sri Lankan government implemented a special security program covering several tourism zones, including the Arugambe area. US Ambassador to Sri Lanka Julie Chung said today that the travel advisory was only issued for the US citizens to be vigilant in travelling only in Arugambe area. She added that there is no change in this travel advisory issued to Sri Lanka.
With the government of Sri Lanka to respond to a security threat that resulted in our recent security alert, and we pledge that we will continue working together to support the safety and prosperity of Sri Lankan citizens and visitors alike. Now, one of my duties as a U.S. ambassador is to ensure the safety and security of American citizens here in Sri Lanka. Globally, all around the world, our U.S. embassies operate under what's called a duty to warn. If we become aware of a credible, specific security threat, we are required to share that information with our staff, U.S. citizens, and the host government. Our no double standard policy also means that anytime we alert embassy staff about a specific security concern, we are required to inform U.S. citizens as well. So this approach is also standard practice worldwide. When we became aware of a specific threat in the Arugambe area, we shared these known details with Sri Lankan authorities, who responded quickly. We continue to actively coordinate with them on a daily basis, and we value our partnership with Sri Lanka's leadership and security officials, whose commitment to safety and transparency is notable. I want to also correct some misinformation out there. There is no travel ban on Sri Lanka. Our security alert last week is for Americans to avoid Arugambe until further notice. But our overall security advisory, travel advisory for Sri Lanka remains exactly the same at level 2, which has been so for many years. And this is similar to advisories of many other popular destinations, including the Maldives, France, and Italy. All the same at level 2, Sri Lanka remains at level 2. So we know that continued safety and stability are essential for a thriving tourism sector, which we support, absolutely. So we're fully committed to supporting Sri Lanka's efforts to create that secure, welcoming environment for all.
The Cyber Hero mobile app to promote digital safety was launched today under the patronage of US Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Julie Chung. A group of Sri Lankan young creators has introduced this app with the support of the USA government.
The Terrorism Investigation Division today informed the court that based on information regarding a plan of a terrorist attack targeting areas where foreign tourists are frequenting. Accordingly, the police informed the court that interrogations are being carried out, detaining 3 suspects who had been taken into custody. The police have reported about this, presenting a motion to Colombo Additional Magistrate Pasan Amrasena. It has been revealed that information has been received about suspicious persons during the interrogations in connection with the incident. The police also requested the court to permit to question and record statements from several suspects who are imprisoned. The magistrate permissions carried out. The services on the Northern Railway line resumed today.
Train services were stopped for a period of nearly 1 year due to renovation in the section from Mahava to Anuradhapura. The renovation of the railway track from Mahava to Anuradhapura in the Northern Line was started in January this year. After the completion of renovation in this section of the track, train services have been resumed and steps have been taken to run 2 trains from today. The trains are Yaldevi and Rajarata Regina. Yaldevi started its journey from the Colombo Fort railway station at 5:45 am today as the first train to travel after the renovation. Yaldevi train today reached the Jaffna railway station by 1:15 pm. In the meantime, another train departed from the Colombo Fort at 1:45 pm. According to the Department of Railways, another train will start from Anuradhapura at 5:30 am tomorrow. The department also added that there would be a revision in the times of train travel between Colombo Fort and Patikalo due to this reason. Deputy General Manager of Railways N.J. Intipolage said that more train services would be planned for the coming weeks in the Northern Railway track. He added that since Deepavali festival is to be celebrated on the 31st of this month, it has been planned to run intercity express trains from 31st to facilitate passengers travelling on this occasion. Construction of an elephant passage at Amampola Kasikote area has been started parallel to the renovation of the Northern Railway line. Construction work is going on at present. According to the Department of Railways, construction of this passage would continue despite train services in operation. In the meantime, it has been reported that a bridge in the Mahava-Anuradhapura section in the north is in a dilapidated condition. Raw material required for the renovation of the bridge has already been ordered and renovation work will be commenced in the coming few months. It has also been decided to restrict the speed of trains travelling between Amampola and Galgamore section to 15 km per hour, where wild elephants often cross the railway line. At the same time, the speed of trains would be limited to 30 km per hour while crossing bridges.
The 30th of October, 1st and the 4th of November will be the dates where the postal voting would be conducted in the forthcoming general election. According to the Election Commission, those voters who will not be able to vote on these days will be able to vote at the district secretariat of their area on the 7th and the 8th of November. Commissioner General of Elections Saman Sri Ratnayaka said that postal voting in the general election will be held on 30th October and 1st and 4th of November. He added that people will be able to vote at their workplaces, and in case if anyone fails to vote on those days, they will be able to vote at the district secretariats of their area on the 7th and 8th November, where special voting centres have been opened for this purpose. 3rd of November, which happens to be a Sunday, would be a special distribution day of polling cards.
President Anura Kumar Dissanayake says that politics, which is a business at present, would have to be transformed into a people's service in order to develop the country. The president points out that everyone should come together in the effort to develop the country without any discrimination on party politics. The President expressed these views while addressing a people's rally of the NPP at Beruwala in Kaluthara yesterday. President Anukumar Dissanayake says that the parliament would have to be converted into a place which will become a place where people's service would be provided instead of those who have made politics into a business. He pointed out that the people used to say that any misfortune of the country should come upon the parliament because of those who were representing it. He also added that parliamentarians used to change their political parties at will, used chili powder inside the premises, and also at times were engaged in chaotic situations. He pointed out that when a no-confidence motion was brought against them, the then Health Minister, parliamentarians used to vote in favour of him. The President also said that there have been occasions where the members engaged in fighting using even chairs. He also pointed out school children who were in the gallery watching the parliamentary proceedings had to be evacuated on the orders of the Speaker in view of the unpleasant behaviour. He also said that on previous occasions, visits for school children had been restricted for a period of 2 to 3 months. The President stressed that unfortunately the Parliament became a place of corrupt politicians who breached the law and engaged in all kinds of criminal activities and were also engaged in taking ransoms. He concluded telling the wish of the people is to make the Parliament free from all these unpleasant activities. Dr. Nalinda Jayatissara of the NPP stressed that on the 14th of November, people would have to participate in the responsibility of cleaning the Parliament of corruption. He also added that for decades together, Parliament had been a place of corrupt politicians and the people are awaiting this time to fill it with members of the National People's Power. He also said that in this effort, November 14th is the date where the Kaluthara district would have to win all the 8 seats for NPP and 8 to 11 MP posts should be given to the party. He also said that people are getting the rare opportunity of sending home all the members from Kaluthara who had been representing the parliament. He also pointed out that the parliamentarians who will be voted into in the forthcoming general election would be having a future responsibility, and he requested that those parliamentarians of the choice of the people would have to be honest and uncorrupt members.
Former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Dr. W.A. Wijewardena, says that the reports alleged that the government has issued some money to the market should not be interpreted in a simple manner. This is one of the incidents of a simple process being implemented daily. He made these remarks when the national television inquired him regarding some news items published on social media.
What has actually happened is that there has been some reports that Sri Lanka Central Bank had printed new money amounting to some 100 billion Sri Lanka rupees during the last few days. But what has actually happened is that Central Bank is conducting its monetary policy operations every day within the financial market, away from the market. Now here the report says that during the last 3-day period, Central Bank had purchased securities amounting to some 100 billion rupees from the market, and as a result, Central Bank has injected new money to the market. But it doesn't mean that the new money will lead to an increase in money supply, because it will take at least another 24 to 30 month period for it to reflect in the total money supply. That is because when Central Bank issues money in this manner to the market, there are various other forces that would take that money away from the market. For example, if the Central Bank has purchased, in fact, released the foreign exchange to the market during this period, amounting to this amount, to that extent, that money is again taken back to the Central Bank. Therefore, to say that the Central Bank has printed new money during this period is not correct. For us to make that judgment, we have to wait another 18 to 30 month time period to see how this would have been reflected in the total money supply of the country.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe says that people has the responsibility of electing a set of experienced representatives to the parliament. He made these remarks joining a program organized to secure the victory of a new democratic front at the upcoming general election. The The program was held at Athuragiriya area. A group of supporters and candidates of the New Democratic Front representing Colombo district were present at this program. Former parliamentarian Premnath Sidolawat said that their aim is to create a democratic parliament. He said that they have got together under the gas cylinder symbol not to form an opposition. He added that there are two plans, namely A and B. Former parliamentarian Sagla Ratnayaka said that Sajith Premadasa wanted to become the Prime Minister under President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He said that Sajith Premadasa also wanted to support Talas Alha-Peruma to become President and then to become the Prime Minister under him. He said now he says that he would support Androkumara Disanayaka. He further said that without supporting everyone, Sajith Premadasa should have joined us. He said that if he did so, his destiny would be changed. Former parliamentarian Cecil Premchand said that people have entrusted the responsibility of ruling the country to another party. He said that therefore a strong parliament should be there to start the journey towards the prosperity. Former President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that responsibility of developing the economy is on the new parliament. He said that parliament is the body that takes decisions on our economy. He said that therefore representatives with experience should be sent to the parliament. He further said that therefore people should vote for candidates contesting under the gas cylinder symbol.
Leader of the Samagi Jana Balawegaya Sajith Premadasa says that only the Samagi Jana Balawegaya has a program to build the country. He made these remarks addressing a public rally held in Kolonnava area. A group of party members and representatives were present at this meeting, which has been organized to secure the victory of the Samagi Jana Balawegaya candidates at the general election. Leader of the Samagi Jana Balawegaya Sajith Premadasa said that Sri Lanka will have to pay back loans from 2028. He asked whether the current economy of the country could bear this burden of paying back loans. He added that the IMF has instructed the former government to start paying back loans from the year 2033. He said that, however, the former president and the government have agreed to pay back loans in advance in 2028. He pointed out that if it is in 2033, the country has 9 years' time to be prepared to pay back loans. He inquired whether the country can start it in another 4 years' time. He said that the country has to speed up the economic growth and exports. It has to be increased, or rather it has to increase the foreign reserves. He said that therefore a majority of SJP parliamentarians should be elected to form an SJP government. He added that it can save the country from this trap. He said that we all should try to get extended the IMF deadline to pay back loans.
National organizer of SLPP Nama Rajapaksa says that those who had been alleging that Rajapaksas are thieves are now following the same tactics of pickpockets. He was participating in a rally in Colombo today. National organizer of SLPP Nama Rajapaksa said that at a time when the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna was contesting in the election, many believed that the party would be wiped out in Elpitiya Pradesha Sabha election. He added that people have rallied around the party as a new group with a new leadership and with a set of new organizers. He pointed out that definite resurgence can be seen in the party from the results of the recent election. He also added that certain people lied to the public, telling that Rajapaksas are corrupt and thieves and they themselves are bribing people in order to attend their meetings. He also said that party is considering the future course of action not only in Elpitiya but in the coming general election too. Nama Rajapaksa also said that SLPP would be a crucial factor in the forthcoming general election and said that the party will be able to perform as a workable position or could support the government which is to be formed. He pointed out that party will discuss this matter with the parliamentarians elected and will take a good decision. He pointed out that no injustice would be done to the people due to the lopsided nature of the election system. He pointed out that many people walked away from the party due to the alliance the party reached with the United National Party and added that the same people are now rallying around the party again. He hopes that a majority of parliamentarians would be elected from the party in the coming elections.
President Androkumara Disanayaka emphasized the importance of implementing a procurement plan and strengthening the National Procurement Commission. The President shared these views in a meeting held at the Presidential Secretariat this morning, where he engaged in an in-depth discussion with the NPC officials on the current procurement laws and procedures. Officials from the National Procurement Commission informed the President that although around 60% of all government expenditures, including capital expenses, should ideally follow a proper procurement process, shortcomings in this process are causing significant losses to the government. This, they noted, creates great opportunities for fraud and corruption. This discussion also covered issues related to delays, lack of transparency and inefficiencies in the procurement process. Attention was given to minimizing shortcomings in handling unsolicited proposals and public-private partnership procurements. President Dissanayake pointed out the need to further expand the authority of the NPC to establish more systematic procurement planning. The meeting was attended by Secretary to the President Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumar Nayaka, NPC Chairperson Sudharma Karunaratna and other officials from the National Procurement Commission.
An Indian aircraft crash-landed at the Katunayake International Airport this evening following a bomb threat. This is the third Indian aircraft crash-landed at the Katunayake International Airport during the past few days due to fear of bomb threats.
AI-281 aircraft of the Indian Airlines was threatened today. The aircraft was to land as usual at 4:05 p.m. today. However, due to the bomb threat, the aircraft crash-landed 8 minutes before the scheduled time. There were 108 passengers and 8 crew on board in this A320 Airbus. An anonymous telephone call was received by the head office of the Indian Airlines in New Delhi that a bomb had been planted within the aircraft. Soon after this telephone call, Indian Airlines has informed the Katunayake International Airport. Later, after the landing, passengers were safely removed and the aircraft was searched.
Gaur District Secretary W.M. Dharmistry says that names of those who have been elected to the Elpitiya Pradesh Sabha will be gazetted soon. The total number of members to the council stands at 30. According to the results of Elpitiya Pradesh Sabha, the NPP has received 15 seats, while Samagajana Balavega and Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna received 6 and 3 seats respectively. Podujana Eksat Peramuna and the independent group were able to get 2 seats each. People's United Freedom Alliance and the National People's Party got 1 seat each. Nishant Pereira, who is the leader of the majority Elpitiya Pradesh Sabha from NPP, expressed his views to the media. Nishant Pereira of the NPP says that the journey of developing the country, the village-level development, would be started from Elpitiya. He added that with the help of all the members of this council, Elpitiya Pradesh Sabha would be made the best Pradesh Sabha in the country in future. The leader of the National People's Power, Manju Nishanka, said today in the media briefing that the party is ready to support the National People's Power. Manju Nishanka of the National People's Power said that the new resurgence can be seen which is about to happen in the country from Elpitiya. He added that Elpitiya Pradesh Sabha can be described as an extension of the program which will be implemented for the whole country. Now, momently deviate from local news and on few news from the neighbouring India. The first rally of Tamilaga Vetra Kalaham party of the famous Indian actor Vijay got underway in Villupuram district of Tamil Nadu. A large number of party activists and party supporters participated in it. Vijay, regarded by his fans as the hero of Tamil cinema, started a new political party named Tamilaga Vetri Kalaham on the 2nd of February this year. Leader of the party and famous actor Vijay organized the first state summit named Tamilaga Vetri Kalaham at Vishalai near Vikravandi in Villupuram district. People of the Tamil Nadu have reposed a great trust in Vijay for his statement terming separatism and corruption as their enemy, and added that shares would be given to alliance parties in administration. Expressing his views on the summit, Vijay stated that the success of his party would be to create a balanced society for all the people of Tamil Nadu without limiting the human society to different areas on the basis of religion, race, caste and gender.
Transport of pigs, pork and infected other related materials between divisional secretariat areas has been totally banned in order to prevent the spread of swine fever. Swine fever cases have been identified from Sri Lanka for the first time. The disease was identified by the tests conducted at pig farms in the country. Incidents of dying pigs were reported from several areas including Anuradhapura during the past period. Animal health authorities conducted special investigations into these incidents. They discovered that the death of pigs caused by rapidly spreading virus. Pigs that are infected with this unidentified virus die within 2 days of infection. After the health investigations, the authorities identified this viral infection as PRRS disease. Since symptoms of another disease were also reported from some pig farms, the authorities conducted further investigations to identify the virus. When they tested several specimens taken by infected animals, it was revealed that the disease is African swine fever. Director of the Department of Animal Production and Health, Dr. Hemali Kotalavala, said that there are vaccinations for the PRRS disease. However, she said that there is no vaccine manufactured against the African swine fever. She said that this is a highly contagious disease. She said that both diseases are virus diseases. She added that the disease has been reported only from 4 provinces so far. However, she said that all provincial directors and provincial councils have been informed regarding this viral disease to prevent the spread of virus. Meanwhile, health authorities are conducting further investigations to trace how this virus of African swine fever entered the country. They further said that a part of the pork needed to the country is imported from some foreign countries. Licenses are issued only to import pork from the countries that are free of swine fever. They point out that pork is imported to Sri Lanka under proper quality control systems and there is no space for the virus to enter the country. Director of the Department of Animal Production and Health, Dr. Hemali Kotalavala, said that permission has not been given to import pork from the disease-prone countries. However, she added that such food items may have been brought to the country in an illegal manner. She pointed out that the virus may have come into the country as food waste disposed from ships in harbours or from aircrafts in airports. Since the African swine fever is a highly contagious viral disease, a gazette notification has been issued banning pigs, pork and other infected materials from one divisional secretariat area to another to control the spread of the virus. Director of the Department of Animal Production and Health, Dr. Hemali Kotalavala, said that a gazette has been issued covering all divisional secretariat areas. Accordingly, she said that transport of pigs, pork or any other infected material have been totally banned. She stressed that such items cannot be transported between divisional secretariats even under a certificate issued by veterinary surgeons.
Now, a chaotic situation prevailed recently when getting a passport issued and a driving license also. Problems pertaining to obtaining a driving license at present have been investigated. Around 900,000 to 1 million demand for the issuance of a new driving license each year. In such a scenario, a chaotic situation has arisen since 2022 regarding the issuance of driving licenses. In order to fulfill this demand, non-availability of cards for printing has been described as a problem. Accordingly, more than 1 million people have been using temporary driving licenses for more than 2 years. The Department Motor Traffic explained when questioned about the present situation regarding this crisis. Deputy Commissioner Surangi Pereira said that the delayed printing of driving licenses have been completed and the department was able to complete it during the first half of September. She added that 1 million licenses have been printed and posted already. She pointed out that certain licenses might not go into print due to technical errors. The department requests applicants to inquire about driving licenses which have not been received so far, where they have applied in 2021, 2022 and 2023. People made their observations regarding getting a new driving license issued or renewed and problems pertaining to a methodology in getting an appointment for this purpose. Commissioner of the Department of Motor Traffic, Vasantha Aryaratna, said that the facility to link all the 3 departments is available, but due to the outdated condition of the system, a problematic situation has arisen. He pointed out that the department expects to develop such a system where licenses can be applied from home by providing the national ID, birth certificates and the medical certificate in the initial stages, where the department will be able to issue the licenses as per the system in developed countries.
දියුණු රටවල හා සමානවම e-license එකකට ගිහිල්ලා මුල් අවස්ථාවේදී හැඳුනුම්පත රෙජිස්ට්‍රාර් ජෙනරාල්ගේ උපැන්න සහ මෙඩිකල් එක අපිට බාර දුන්නාට පස්සේ ආයෙ නැවත සේවයක් සඳහා ගෙදර ඉඳලාම ඉල්ලුම් කරලා ලයිසන් එකේ කටයුතු කර ගැනීම හැකිවන පරිදි දියුණු කිරීම තමයි අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව. අපිට රජයේ පැත්තෙන් අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ දැන් අපි යෝජනා ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒකට අවශ්‍ය වෙන සහ අපි දිස්ත්‍රික්ක 25ම ඒකබද්ධ
Motor Traffic Department explained the steps taken to providing an efficient service to the public through an updated process.
Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment says that Sri Lankan government has not signed an agreement relevant to the E8 visa program. Chairman of the Bureau, Kosala Wickramasinghe, says accordingly, any registered agent in Sri Lanka has no legal right to issue visa under E8 visa program. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment, Kosala Wickramasinghe, said that the E8 category has been created not with the Sri Lankan government. He said that it is not a legally approved program under a cabinet paper. He said that former Minister Manusha Nanayakkara has signed an agreement in this connection without a cabinet paper on the 6th of April this year. He said that Manusha Nanayakkara has signed an undiplomatic agreement with the governor of a province called Vandu. He added that when a minister of a country signed an agreement with another government, the government considered it as a diplomatic process. He further said that this has been registered in an illegal manner. He pointed out that this visa system is issued for a short period of 5 months. He said that if a worker goes to a job for 600,000 or 700,000 rupees monthly salary, the worker can only earn a sum of 3.5 or 4 million rupees. He added that, however, private agencies are given the chance to process this. They also charge a certain amount. He said that then the migrant worker can only save a small sum of money. On the other hand, due to this short period visa, there is a risk of overstay for the workers. He further said that on the other hand, no private agency in Sri Lanka is able to process this visa system. He said that these agencies have no right to collect money from workers to set up visa as well. He said that if they collect money, it is totally illegal and misleading the workers. He added that therefore, if they get a complaint in this connection, the Bureau will take stern actions against such agents. He said that this system should be changed and transformed into a suitable system. He said that the Bureau will create conducive environment for the workers who intend to do foreign jobs.
And we have more news from home in brief. One person was killed in a collision of 2 motorbikes in the Kumbugate area in Kurunegala. Three have been seriously injured in this accident. The deceased has been identified as a 19-year-old youth, a resident of Neriava area. Police seized 2 3-wheelers at the Marbola area that ran high speed along the Colombo-Nigambo main road. Police said that 2 3-wheel drivers have ridden the vehicles on a bet. The culprits are 18 and 22-year-old youths. A joint Air Force drill was held yesterday to highlight the importance of coordination between Sri Lanka and Pakistan Air Forces. Air Force Commander Air Marshal Udeni Rajapaksa and Pakistan Air Force Commander Air Chief Marshal Sahir Ahmed Babar Sidhu were present to oversee the drill. Later they held an official discussion. Police Special Task Force has arrested a member of organised crime gang and drug network Mervin Jana alias Bakery Jana at a raid conducted at the Devalamulla Road in Borales Gamua. He was delivering 17.6 grams of ice narcotics in a motor vehicle at the time of arrest. And that's all the news we have from home. Stay tuned for international stories coming up next.
Kamuda machan, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Sri Lanka A team became the runner-up of the Emerging Teams Asia Cup T20 cricket tournament.
Afghanistan A team became the champions of the tournament. The tournament was held in Oman. In the final, Sri Lanka won the toss and decided to bat first. They scored 133 runs for 7 wickets in their 20 overs. Sahan Arachige scored 64 runs, not out. Nimesh Vimukthi scored 23 and Pawan Ratnayaka scored 20 runs. In bowling, Bilal Sami claimed 3 wickets. In reply, Afghanistan passed the victory target in 18.1 overs for 3 wickets. Siddiqullah Attar scored 55 runs, not out. Karim Janath scored 33 runs. Accordingly, they won the match by 7 wickets. This is the first time Afghanistan won the emerging team's Asia Cup T20 cricket tournament.
What a start for Sri Lanka!
Prima Kottumi, Fantamai.
That's all the news we have for tonight. Join us tomorrow at the same time for the very latest on Channel Eye. I'm the Lanjani, together with Lakshita signing off. Good night.
Good night.